3, 4, 5. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check. Hello, hello, hello.
He's a really nice guy. He's well liked in the locker room. He works
Hello,
hard.
hello, Ben, are you there?
He's quite ready to take that role on, though, and I'm not sure if there's another right fit.
He could win a job, though. He could win a job.
Clinton Yates, yeah, he could. Absolutely. I'm not saying that he couldn't, and maybe he needs just a better fit, like we've seen with Tannehill going to the Titans.
Yeah.
Finally, that brings us to Newton. Do you have
Hello,
any idea
hello,
what's going to
hello.
happen with the Panthers?
I don't think it's realistic for Cam Newton to be playing football at the same rate that he
Hello,
was
Mike.
a running back and a quarterback. He's going to have to figure something out.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
Down 10-0. That's not a recipe for success in a road game in the Merriwood South. But I thought we battled. We gave ourselves a chance there in the second half with some grit. Got it to 3, but too little, too late. And just offensively, you can't turn it over that many times against a quality opponent like Auburndale, and that's going to have to be tonight. We have to take care of the basketball.
So what were the keys or differences down that stretch when you did get it to 3? I mean, it was right there.
The ball moved. That's a little bit. We got guys in new roles, some inexperience, not realizing that, hey, you're a marked man. The gap's not going to be there. There's help there, but trusting that if you give it up, you're going to get it back and you're going to get a better look. So hopefully we can see a little bit of that tonight, that the ball is moving. We're getting some open opportunities, but that was kind of what this happened in the second half.
So I would say that was a game where your team probably kind of grew up a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think that, we're 2-2. You are what your record says you are, but we are getting better. And guys are filling into their roles. And it's just, you're learning trial by error against good teams.
The frustrating part has to be, boy, you jump out to a 2-0 start. And now you lose 2 in a row, and you go, wait a minute, well, this is supposed to be going in the other direction.
Right, well, you have a 6-minute stretch there at the end of Medford where we had a 13-point lead and lost that, and then we have a 6-minute stretch to start Auburndale where we didn't respond at the beginning. So that cost us 2 opportunities there. So it's going to be real interesting coming to the Stratford here, big Merrillwood South game. How do we respond?
Unfortunately, it's really not something you can replicate in practice, right?
Right, yeah. You try to, hey, we're right into how are we going to start? You try to do those types of things, but the speed and the intensity and the atmosphere, it is difficult to replicate. It's one of those adages, the only way you can gain experience is to go through it, and we got to go through it.
Yeah, you got to go through it, and boy, it doesn't get any easier. Just when you thought you had a night off in the Merrillwood, right?
Yeah, exactly. Come to Stratford. Yep, exactly.
All right, so tell me about this Tiger team. I mean, they're loaded just like they were a year ago.
Right, yeah. They're extremely talented, and they're hungry. They go through run roughshod through the league like they did last year and came up a little short in March. They want it, and here we are. We got to respond to that, and it's a wonderful opportunity for us to see where we're at and to grow from it, and play a tough Merrillwood team.
Yeah. All right, so as you put together the scouting report, you prepare for Stratford over the weekend. From you go to Auburndale to Stratford. Wow, with a weekend in between. What's the scouting report on this team? How have you prepared for the Tigers, or what have you prepared for?
Yeah, we focused on us, obviously, learning from some of those things with Auburndale. But obviously, it starts with we have to be able to handle the dribble. You have Teddy, you have Chandler, you have Vanderhoof. Those guys can hit shots. And then Barton inside. You can't let him get the position that he wants. We have to be able to find a way to box him out. I mean, he's tremendously talented, great feet. I mean, he's going to the Badgers for a reason. But then on us offensively, once again, can we take care of the basketball? Can maybe we find some of those 50-50 balls, find some of those second chances, hang around and give ourselves an opportunity in the second half?
Anything different offensively than maybe what we saw on Friday?
Yeah, I hope you see that the ball can go in and it can come back out, and the ball can go side to side, and our spacing hopefully is much.
Defensively, so what's the plan? I mean, what do you do?
Well, that's when you have a team this talented, you can't take everything. Obviously, we're going to try to take away the inside first and try to contest shooters and hold them to one shot. But, if they make shots with an inside play, it's tough. But we're going to try to take away that inside play first.
Yeah, this can be a physical team. I don't know that, Auburndale's probably more finesse than physical. This is probably on the other end of that spectrum. Can you be physical with a team like Stratford if you have to be?
Well, you can't shy away from it, that's for sure. We still have to attack. If Barton has 15 blocks, I don't care. We'll run an out of bounds, but we still have to attack. We can't be complacent with that.
Yeah. All right. Coach, as always, good luck with that game plan here today. Should be a fun one, right?
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for the coverage.
All right. That's Adam Jacobson, head coach of the Marathon Red Raiders. It's Merrillwood Conference boys basketball tonight. Marathon and Stratford up next on WOSQ.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
For me, college is about more than hitting the books. And at Mid-State Technical College, I get the whole college experience. Live in a dorm? Bam. There's a meal plan? Tasty. I could join a student organization. Hi. Or intramural sports. Yeah. Plus, I can study abroad while earning college credit. And the cost for all of this? No brainer. So don't wait. Apply today.
Brock Warren down low. He was their big guy down low, at least that we saw on Friday night at Auburndale.
He's not real tall, but he's got a big body, and he uses it well down there by the basket.
All right, so it's Keller, Clark Mao, Vandeboom, Mike Hahn, and Brock Warren. On the other side, Teddy Redmond, a 6-foot senior. Very exciting player for Stratford.
Yeah, the thing I like about Teddy the most is his defense. He can lock you down, and I would expect that he might be on Keller tonight.
All right, very good. Also, a 5'9" junior guard, Max Vanderhoof, has grown a lot as a varsity player now as a junior this season.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him last year. I don't know if he played much last year or not.
Not a lot, no.
He might have stepped up a lot this year and stepped in a role with this team.
Another guy who didn't see a lot of varsity time last year as a junior, but now is a starter as a 6'3" senior, Dawson Danon. Very good role player a year ago.
Yeah, again, another good defensive player, really good athlete. Just last year, Stratford just keeps sending athletes at their teams, and he was one of them coming off the bench.
Speaking of athletes, he was a quarterback on the football team. He is the leader, I think, from the point guard position of this basketball team, the 6'3" senior Chandler Schmidt. Pure shooter.
He is a pure shooter, and again, a really smart player. Does everything that you need to do and seems very unselfish.
And the 6'6" senior Ben Barton, the big machine down low in the middle.
Yeah, in the 2 games that they've played, he's got 15 rebounds in each game. How do you move him? Especially in a conference doesn't have that great a size. How do you move this kid? If he wants a rebound, he can probably get it.
I don't know, open up a burger stand and put him on sale. See if you can lure him away.
It might be about it.
That might be the only thing you can do. All right, Stratford in white with their orange numbers and letters outlined in black. Marathon in their red uniforms, white letters, and white numbers. And it's Mao and Barton here to tip this one off. Barton tips it to Chandler Schmidt, and the Stratford Tigers have the ball front court to our left as we watch the action here tonight at Stratford High School. Schmidt now at the foul line, guarded by Mao. Redmond on the near wing, picked up by Vandeboom. Cross-court pass now. Vanderhoof drives right baseline, kicks it over to Danon in the near corner. He'll drive into the lane, puts up a shot, rebound tipped around. Mao has it for Marathon. Outlet for Keller. Up the near sideline, Vandeboom now. On top now to Hahn. Left wing Mao. Keller steps out for it. They swing it over to Warren on the near wing. Back around left side, Keller for a deep 3, and Keller rims that one in and out. Boxing out, grabbing the rebound is Schmidt. Up the near sideline, Redmond in the near corner. Teddy now dribbles out of there. Comes on top now for Vanderhoof. Max back to Teddy. Teddy drives and kicks. No, fakes the pass, leans in, puts up a shot. No good. Mao with another rebound for Marathon. Here come the Red Raiders back to our right to Keller for 3. No good off the back iron. It bounces up into the support cables, and that will be out of bounds to the Tigers.
Yeah, and Keller's their best outside shooter for Marathon, and he needs to have a good game tonight. And so far, 0 for 2 on 2 decent looks, but he needs to really have a better game than he did against Auburndale.
All right, so here come the Stratford Tigers back to our left now. Right side, Vanderhoof. Right block, Barton. Kicks it on top for Schmidt. Schmidt, that pass almost took him over the 10-second line. Schmidt now will fire a 3, and that one rattles in and out. Barton down low with the rebound, and Ben Barton battling on the boards and gets the bucket for the Tigers. Here come the Red Raiders back to our right. Keller, left side, Warren, left baseline, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, Schmidt flies in there, and out jumps Hahn for the rebound. Schmidt runs the left sideline all the way to the rim and gets hit from behind by Vandeboom on his way to the rim from the left side, and there is a whistle and a foul. Boy, aggressive move there. Schmidt grabbed the rebound and went all the way to the other end.
Yeah, it's called coast to coast.
Is that what that's called? Frequent flyer miles. All right. Schmidt gets the inbounds pass off the foul and fires a 3 from the right corner. No good. Rebound tipped around. Loose ball. Vanderhoof had it for a second. Lost it out of bounds. I think it was last touch, they said now, by Marathon. I thought Max may have hit that one. So we've got Stratford ball. It'll stay with the Tigers. That foul, by the way, was on Vandeboom. First foul of the game. Schmidt gets it in the near corner. Inside for Barton. Backing down Warren. Up and no good. Barton got his own. No, lost the rebound. Mao comes out of there with another one. Good look for Barton, but he comes up empty. Keller now top of the key on the other end. Harassed there by Redmond. Now Mao to Hahn. Left side Warren. Up top Keller again. Keller can't shake Redmond. Hands off to Vandeboom. Now Hahn gets it on the left elbow. Back on top, Vandeboom has it. Near side Warren for three. No good. Rebound Schmidt again. Good inside position for Chandler. And the Tigers get it back. 3 minutes gone by. 2-0. Stratford on top. Schmidt, left side, drives in, and he gets Mao off his feet. Nice head fake, and then when Mao jumped up and came down, Schmidt went up and put it in. Raiders back on the other end. Warren on the left elbow. Hahn up top, now Mao on the near wing. Mao hands to Vandeboom, top of the circle. Left side Warren, free throw line extended. Back to Vandeboom. Now Hahn steps out for it, gets it to Keller on the near wing. Back over to Mao on the left side now. Keller steps out for it. Redmond not giving him any space on that defense. Backdoor cut for Mao, trying to get that pass inside. Ball gets knocked away. Hahn grabs it, goes in from the right side, and is fouled on the play. And it looks like Hahn will be at the foul line for Marathon here.
Yeah, Marathon doing a really good job moving the ball. I mean, their ball movement's excellent. They're getting decent looks. They just haven't been able to make them. And Stratford's, hanging in there as far as defensively for these long possessions that Marathon's having.
Hahn at the line. The first one is good. That foul was on Danon, number 1 on Dawson. So the second one here now for Hahn, and that one is good. 2 from Mike Hahn from the foul line, and it's 4-2 Tigers. 4 minutes into the ball game. Stratford with the ball back. Schmidt up top now for Danon. Down low for Barton, and Barton from the left side up and no good. Got his own rebound, back up and in, and the foul, the and one for Barton, and Ben will head to the foul line. That's going to be number 2, I believe, on Vandeboom, right? Yep, and they're going to get him out of the game now. Cole Kaldunsky off the Red Raider bench, and Barton will shoot the foul shot here, and he gets the and one.
Kaldunsky comes in the last game against Auburndale. He had foul trouble real quickly, and he didn't get to play much. But when he was in there, he did a good job, but he just didn't get a lot of time.
Ended up fouling out of that game on Friday night.
Yeah, he did. He got some cheap ones.
Yeah, I certainly did. Now a 5-point Tiger lead, 4 minutes in, 7-2 Stratford. Marathon has the ball to our right. Kaldunsky on the near wing. Now right baseline for Hahn. Back to Cole on top Mao. Swing it over to Keller, left elbow. Teddy still on him. Back around Hahn on the near side. Mao now on top of the circle, guarded by Danon. Keller steps out for it, again with Redmond all over him. High post Warren, he'll shoot from there, and Brock knocks it down, and it's 7-4. Good shot there by Brock Warren. 4.5 minutes gone by, 3-point game. Tigers back to front court left. Danon now top of the circle, near side Redmond. Teddy with Kaldunsky on him. Over to Vanderhoof. Now Schmidt on the right side. Chandler drives in. Dishes to Danon. Right baseline. Dawson up and in. And one. And Danon with the hoop and the harm. And wait a minute. Oh, wave it off. That's a foul. Did they get Danon on the offensive foul there?
They did, and that was a great call. The defender, I didn't see who it was, but he was set and definitely charged in by Danon.
All right, so he will come out of the ball game now with 2 fouls. And here comes Cody Miller, a 6'2 junior guard, off the Tiger bench now with Danon in a bit of foul trouble with those 2 fouls. Raiders have it to our right. Kaldunsky top of the key. Hands off on the near wing now. Now Brock Warren for 3 out top. That one rims in and out. Should mention Nathan Honke in there for the Red Raiders right now. Tigers get it back to our left. Teddy Redmond, top of the circle. Near side now for Miller. Vanderhoof in the near corner. Vanderhoof drives in, had the ball knocked away. Teddy there, he'll grab it, gets it to Miller. Left baseline runner, no good. Ball on the floor, loose ball here, and it's grabbed by Marathon. Nate Honke comes out of there with it. Up ahead for Keller, inside Warren. Turnaround jumper, left baseline, and one. Warren gets a tough shot to go, and he was fouled on the play, and Warren will be at the foul line right here, and a chance to tie the game.
Warren's been very aggressive early here, and he's not backing down at all from Barton. He's taken him outside a little bit and shot some outside shots as well, and actually made one of them. But he's got a decent-looking stroke. If he can make those, he can pull Barton away from the basket a little bit, which would be kind of nice. That way he couldn't get as many rebounds or be an enforcer in that middle.
Foul shot goes in to tie the game at 7. The foul was on Schmidt, his first. Tigers have it back now. Their 5-point lead is gone. Marathon on a 5-0 run here. 6 minutes into half number 1. Schmidt on the right wing. Inside for Barton on that right baseline. Barton kicks it out to Vanderhoof. Now Miller, left corner 3, too strong. Warren with the rebound. Outlet to Mao up the left sideline to our right. Mao, top of the circle for Warren. Back to Clark now on the left side. Over to Kaldunski, now Keller on the near wing. Keller on a switch picked up by Vanderhoof. And now we've got a moving screen, I believe, on Nate Honke. So Honke will pick up the foul. And the ball will go back to the Tigers. They have it front court to our left. Miller guarded by Honke on top. Barton now on the right wing. Back to Vanderhoof between the circles. Now Schmidt on the right elbow, guarded by Mao. Redmond gets it on top. Miller left wing. Miller back to Schmidt on top of the circle, guarded by Mao. Redmond on the right side, picked up there by Kaldunski. Now Redmond. Barton gets it on the right baseline. Barton backs into Warren. Warren flops, doesn't get the call, but forces a bad pass by Barton. Turnover Tigers. Raiders have it back.
Yeah, Marathon is playing much better tonight than they did against Auburndale. Offense looks 100% better as far as moving the ball, getting quality looks, and the turnovers. Marathon's only had 1, and Stratford's had none. So well-played game here so far in the first part of the first half.
All right, so the Raiders have it back. We're tied at 7 minutes into the ball game. Honke over to Keller on the left wing, guarded by Redmond. Honke now top of the circle. Kaldunski on the near side. Mao in the high post. Mao trying to drive in from the right side. Puts up a shot in heavy traffic. No good, but there is a whistle, and it looks like a Tiger foul right here on Miller. Number 1 right here on Cody Miller. So Mao at the line, shooting 2.
Yeah, I think Stratford, if they want to, eventually they can just hold it till they get into Barton. And I just don't know if anybody can stay with them. So far, Warren's done a really good job on Barton, but I can see him getting in foul trouble if they go to Barton more often. They just haven't yet. I think when they need to, I saw them last year do that. When they really needed a hoop, they went to Barton, and I think they will do that eventually.
Mao with 2 foul shots, and now Marathon with their first lead of the night here at 9-7. You got them both, right? All right, so here are the Tigers back to our left. Down by 2. Schmidt, top of the circle, to Vanderhoof. Vanderhoof between the circles, trying to shake Kaldunski. Handoff on the near wing to Chase Flink. Kicks it right side. Redmond for 3, no good. Kaldunski with the rebound, and then in transition, he traveled with the ball. His feet got ahead of him there a little bit as he wanted to get out on the break and turn the ball over.
Yeah, Max Vanderhoof, he got in front of him and made him stutter. Just kind of flashed in front of him, and he didn't see him until the last second, and that's what made him travel.
So the Tigers will get it right back. Down by 2, 9-7. Barton, right block, lost the ball. Redmond gathers it in the near corner, front court left. Redmond now splits a double team, kicks it far corner for Flink, who drives in from the right side and drives in and draws contact there. And there's going to be a foul, I believe, on Cole Kaldunsky.
Yeah, Kaldunsky's a very aggressive defender. He's all over out there. He's going to pick up some fouls eventually, just a matter of when. But I love his aggressiveness.
Non-shooting foul, Tigers inbound. Schmidt, a deep three, no good. Vanderhoof, long rebound on the right wing. Gets it back to Chandler with 9.5 to play in half number 1. Schmidt now trying to drive in. Kicks it to Vanderhoof. Right corner three, no good. Barton tips the rebound to himself. Now they get it on top, and a three for Chase Flink, and no good. And I think we may have, a rebounding foul on the Tigers? On Barton, I believe.
Yeah, Barton cleared out and pushed down Mike Hahn, and Hahn sold it really well, and so did the refs. They bought it.
All right, well, we've seen Warren flop a few times trying to get a call. And I guess that's their game plan, right? Try to get these guys in some foul trouble if you can.
Well, you get more possessions. The more fouls you can get, especially offensively, you get some more possessions. And again, Marathon's done a really nice job of sticking with the Tigers here so far.
So far, they've got a 2-point lead, 9-7, and we're at the midway point of this first half. Hahn gets it on the right block down low, working on Schmidt, and he walked with the ball. Trying to back down Schmidt, and his footing got ahead of him.
It's not a real good matchup going against Barton down in the post. I know Hahn thought he could score, but that's not a great matchup normally.
Yeah, well, and that was Schmidt.
Oh, against Schmidt.
Barton's out of the ball game right now.
Gotcha.
Schmidt has it on the right baseline on the other end. And kicks it over to Redmond, picked off by Kaldunsky. Turnover Tigers. Here come the Raiders back to our right. Kaldunsky on the near wing. On top to Hahn, left side, Keller for three, no good. Rebound tipped around, grabbed by Redmond. Teddy on the break to our left. Teddy steps around Kaldunsky on the other end, and Redmond rims it in, ties the game at 9 with 8.5 minutes to play until recess. Here come the Raiders. Oh, a steal by Redmond now on the other end. Redmond back on the breakout, steps around Kaldunsky again, goes to the rim, no basket, but that time Kaldunsky, I think, called with a blocking foul.
He was, and when Redmond went around him, he just caught him a little bit on the hip and was able to draw the foul. But the prior possession, Keller has to make that shot. Redmond went for the steal, missed it. Keller's wide open from three, best shooter on your team, and he can't make it. It was way short. I mean, he just caught the front of the rim. So, as I said, he needs to have a good game for Marathon to win this ball game. And so far, I think he's 0 for 4.
Redmond missed the first shot. Meanwhile, Barton out there again. Cody Miller comes out. And the second one rims in and out for Redmond. 0 for 2 there. We're still tied at 9. 8:15 to go. Here come the Red Raiders back to our right now. And should mention they have checked Colby Keller into the ball game here. And Colby Keller has it on the near side. Now to Jaden Keller. Top of the key. Pull-up jumper at the foul line. No good. And Chandler Schmidt with the rebound. And here come the Tigers back to our left. Redmond, right side three. And that one rims in and out and back down. That one didn't want to stay in there, but it dropped in for three.
I think that's the first three-pointer of the ball game right there.
Well, let's check. You are correct. Hey, for a change, we got something right. How about that? All right, so big three right there for Redmond. 12-9 Tigers. Now the Raiders back to our right. Warren on top, guarded by Barton, top of the circle. Now Keller on the left wing, inside from Mao on that left baseline, guarded by Danon. Mao steps through a double team and gets to the rim. Between Danon and Barton, Mao, his first field goal of the ball game. Raiders, yeah, go ahead.
Mao's got to be a lot more aggressive. That was pretty easy for him. Once he stepped through, he's got to be more aggressive. He's their leading scorer.
7 minutes to go. Tigers by 1 at 12-11. Schmidt left wing, front court left. Out to Danon through his fingers and over and back into the backcourt. Tigers turned it over now. And now subs for Marathon. Honke back out there. Vandeboom back out there. Colby Keller and Kaldunsky come out. So the Red Raiders will have the ball back to our right. 6:45 to play. Pass inside by Honke. Nobody's down there.
Mao was posting up, and then Mao went to the high post, and Honke threw it down there, but Lucky got the kick call.
Oh, wow. So it'll stay with Marathon.
Yeah.
Vandeboom on the baseline will inbound. Near side for Jaden Keller. Colby Keller's out of the ballgame. Keller, right baseline drive, runs into Schmidt, and then pulls back and knocks down the jumper. Schmidt was knocked down. No call. Keller with the basket. And the Raiders back up by 1, 13-12. Back and forth ball game here at Stratford High School. Schmidt for 3 from the left side. No good. Warren with the rebound. Outlet to Mao. Up the near sideline, back to our right. Mao hands to Warren. Top of the key 3. No good. Vanderhoof with the rebound. Here come the Tigers back to our left. Vanderhoof up the right sideline. Now top of the circle. Hands to Schmidt. Miller in the right corner. Inside for Barton, and he's shoved from behind by Warren. Cody Miller back out there, and he got it into Barton on that right block. And Warren with the shove.
That's the biggest fear for Marathon. If a couple of their big guys get in foul trouble, they have nobody to guard Barton then.
So Warren will come out. That was just his first foul, though, but they're not gonna chance it, are they?
I guess not, and I don't like those little tic-tac fouls, and you can't even touch the guy in the back much at all in the post. Otherwise, it's a foul.
Vanderhoof into Barton on that right baseline. Now out to Schmidt. Miller now in the right corner. Drives in, kicks it out to Schmidt on top. Chandler directing some traffic. Now back out to Vanderhoof as they reset. Miller over to Schmidt on the right side. Lobs it in for Barton, who's mauled by a couple of different guys. And pick your poison there. Who got the call? They're trying to double team Barton, aren't they, right here?
Yeah, it was a lob pass inside to Barton over the top, and great weak side help by number 25, Nathan Honke, but he got the arm when he was trying to knock it away.
Barton at the line. That's a 1-and-1, and the first one is good. He'll get the bonus toss. So Nate Honke picks up foul number 2. Barton at the line right here. Second one is good. Got them both. 7 for Barton. 14-13. Tigers by 1. 5.5 to go before halftime here at Stratford High School tonight. Merriwood Conference boys basketball here on WOSQ Spencer Marshfield. With Todd Schultz, I'm Mike Warren. Ben Brecht producing and studio engineering the broadcast tonight. Mao on the left baseline. Out top, Vandeboom. Back to Mao, a deep 3. Good for Clark Mao. A big shot right there. He's got 7, and Marathon leads by 2 with 5 to play. Tigers back to our left. Vanderhoof on top. Now on the right side to Barton on the right baseline. Out top for Schmidt. Near corner Miller. Back to Chandler on the left elbow. Guarded by Mao. Chandler to Redmond on a little give and go. Redmond flew into the defender trying to get to the rim down the lane, and they're going to call Redmond with an offensive foul.
Easy call for the ref there. Redmond totally out of control. Jumped up in the air right into the Marathon defender.
All right, so the Red Raiders have the ball back, up by 2. Vandeboom on the near side.
Stratford switched to the 1-3-1 right now.
See if that slows the Raiders down. Here's a 3 by Keller, no good. Rebound by Nathan Trowicki, who's checked into the ball game for the Red Raiders. Mao on top to Vandeboom now. So Trowicki out there. He gets it on the near wing. Hahn on that right baseline. A kick here on the entry pass. It will stay with Marathon on the baseline. So now we got some substituting going on here. Looks like Flink is back out there for Miller in the Stratford lineup. Hahn gets it on the near wing. On the entry pass from the baseline. They swing it over to the left side for Keller. Hahn now on the left baseline. Hahn turns and shoots. Blocked by Barton on the shot. There's a whistle and a foul on Ben Barton. And that will mean foul shots for Hahn. Like it?
No.
That was all ball?
Yeah.
All ball on that one, but Hahn at the line.
I will give Hahn credit because what he did was he jumped up and he double clutched it, brought it down, and just knew he wasn't going to get the shot. So he tried to draw the foul, and that's exactly what he got.
And the first foul shot is in as Barton picks up foul number 2. Timeout on the floor. 4:09 remaining. Tigers down by 3 here at home. More basketball from Stratford after this.
A&B Process Systems.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said. And put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
All right, Mike Hahn at the foul line. The first one was good after the second foul by Ben Barton. Now we've got Zach Seitz into the ballgame for Stratford. He is a 6'4" sophomore. One thing you can't coach is height.
Yeah, it's nice to have another big body you can bring in. With Barton having 2 fouls, you got another big guy you can bring in there just to hold down the middle.
Hahn at the line. The second foul shot here is no good. Mao with the rebound, though, in the lane. Kicks it out to Vandeboom for 3. Oh, a big offensive rebound there by Mao. Vandeboom knocks down the 3, and just like that, it's a 6-point Marathon lead with 4 minutes to go in the half. Tigers back to our left now. Vanderhoof on the near wing. Inside for Seitz, knocked away by Keller. Loose ball picked up by Warren. And a turnover for Stratford. Marathon gets it back with a little momentum here. Keller now. Right side, Vandeboom. Now to Keller on the near wing. Hahn over to Mao on the left side. Front court to our right. 3:20 to go. Keller now, near side. Mao on top for 3. No good. Rebound tipped out to Mao by Warren from down low. Another big offensive rebound. Mao to Warren on the near side. Warren kicks it out. Hahn. Keller on the right side for 3. And got it. Oh, Jaden Keller with another big 3. Look at this run for Marathon. They've got the Tigers on the ropes here at Stratford High School. 23-14, Todd. A big Marathon run right here.
Yeah, Keller really needed that shot. He hadn't made a 3 yet. He was like 1 for 6, and he just decided, I'm shooting it. He had a guy in his face, and he's like, I'm going to shoot it in rhythm, and I'm going to let her rip and nothing but net. And that could spell a lot of problems because he's got a really nice stroke, and he's been cold up to this point, but that really helped with getting that 9-point lead.
Wow, a 9-point lead for Marathon, 23-14. Merriwood Conference boys basketball here tonight on WOSQ. Spencer Marshfield And we've got a good one going, don't we? Wow.
We sure do, and we got to say Marathon's defense has been fantastic so far. Absolutely fantastic.
Certainly has. Good Marathon defense. We'll see if it continues right here after the 3 by, was it Keller?
Keller. Yep.
And now the Tigers have it to our left. Vanderhoof, 2:45 to go on top, guarded by Hahn. Near side, Teddy Redmond now. Redmond trying to drive in from the left side. Will dish it down low. Barton from the right side. Ben Barton up and in for 2. 23-16 now. The Marathon lead cut to 7 with 2:25 to go in the half. Now the Red Raiders have it back to our right. Vandeboom near side for Keller. Back on top, Vandeboom. Vandeboom dribbles in, gets it to Mao. Mao drives in, kicks to Keller. Another 3, no good. And Vanderhoof with the rebound in the near corner. Up ahead for Teddy Redmond, running the floor to the other end. Redmond to Schmidt, near corner 3. Danon, no good. And the rebound going to be grabbed by Warren. And then Warren lost the ball. Got it back, gets it to Keller. Up ahead for Mao, 1:45 to go before halftime. Now Keller, left side Vandeboom. Oh, that pass went over Vandeboom. Was it tipped?
It was tipped.
By a Stratford defender? All right.
Yeah, and Stratford's gone to back to the 1-3-1 again. They ran it for a couple possessions, and they played man, but Marathon's been handling the man, so Stratford's going to try that zone.
All right, let's see how it works. Raiders have it. 1:40 to go. Up by 7. Keller, top of the key, draws a double team, dribbles out of it, gets it to Mao. They're going to pull the ball out here a little bit. Mao to Vandeboom. Left baseline jumper. Got it for Matt Vandeboom. They take what the defense gives them right there. Back up by 9. 25-16. 1:15 to go in the half. Tigers back to our left. Schmidt on top. Fires a pass down low for Barton from the right block. Barton up and in. Big shot there for Ben Barton. 25-18. A minute to go in half number 1. Raiders back to our right. Keller dribbles in. Kicks it out to Mao. Near side Hahn. Keller back out for top of the circle. Harassed by Redmond. Vandeboom, right side 3, no good. Mao tips the rebound to Warren on top for 3. Oh, Brock Warren, another 3. And the Red Raiders have grabbed now a 10-point lead, 28-18. 30 seconds to go before halftime. Here come the Tigers. Redmond on top now, right side. Now dribbles down the lane. Kicks it to Schmidt for 3 from the left corner. No good. Barton lost the rebound out of bounds. It'll go back to Marathon. Raiders got him on the ropes here, Todd, in this first half with 16 seconds to go right here. Big swing right here.
Yeah, Marathon's playing the best, I'm sure, half of the year. They played fantastic this first half, especially defensively. The rotations are really good. They've been helping down low on Barton as much as you can, keeping him under control. He's still got some points, but at least he's not running wild down there.
All right, it's Marathon, 15 seconds to go. They bring it front court to our right. Vandeboom will try to get off a shot here. No, he'll hand to Mao, top of the key with 6 seconds. Mao trying to dribble in. Back to Vandeboom for 3. Oh, wow! Marathon with another big three-pointer at the buzzer at the end of the first half. And Todd, how about this first half for the Marathon Red Raiders here tonight?
You absolutely can't play any better than they played in that first half. Defensively, they were everywhere, making good rotations, helping down low. This is definitely a different team than we saw against Auburndale, and only having 3 turnovers in the first half. Against Auburndale, they had over about 10 turnovers in the first half, and Coach Jacobson alluded to that. He said, you can't turn the ball over that much, otherwise you're not going to win. Doing a much better job tonight. Very poised, just really handling the Stratford pressure, because Stratford has athletes, and it hasn't really phased Marathon in this first half.
5 3-point baskets for Marathon here in the first half. I think we saw all 5 in the last, 2 or 3 minutes of that first half.
Well, Vandenboom's gotten hot. You know, he's got, 2 or 3 of them. 2 of them for sure. And, of course, Stratford's been ice cold. Ice cold. Not 1 3-pointer in the first half. And they got one 3-pointer, but they jacked up quite a few of them and haven't made many of them. So their shooting percentages have been atrocious. I don't keep the stat chart for shooting, but I'm sure it's probably under 30%.
Yeah, Redmond had the one Stratford 3-pointer.
Oh, yeah. It rattled in.
I think it was the first one of the game.
Yep,
and then Marathon, 5 straight unanswered 3-pointers. And again, I think most of them coming late in that first half. And they have run this thing now to a 13-point lead just like that at the end of the half. They went on quite a run right there, didn't they?
Yeah,
wow.
It's nice because Marathon's really sharing the ball, and they're getting contributions from more than just one person. It's not just Clark Mao. You got other guys that are filling out. And I got to comment on Brock Warren. He's had just a great half. He's been everywhere, done everything, tip balls out, rebounding, making a few shots, even made a 3-pointer. He's played a really good half, and he stayed out of foul trouble. He's just got the one foul, which is big, really big for Marathon, especially when he's having to guard, Barton most of the time. And 22, Mike Hahn's done a nice job on Barton as well. He gives up some size. He's shorter, but he's done a good job with position and played a really excellent job because the referees don't let you play down there when you're guarding that post. You get pushing on him too much, you're going to get the foul call, and they did a good job of staying out of those fouls against Barton.
Certainly did. So big half
Automotive.
for
You'll get the best price and
Marathon
best selection
Red
on
Raiders.
all
They
Ford,
go on a
Lincoln,
little...
Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency, family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, nasonvilledairy.com.
Taqueria El Sol sirve la comida mexicana más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol está en Marshfield en Avenida South Central y calle 17. Está abierta cada día. Taqueria El Sol prepara salsa y guacamole cada día y tiene un menú con muchas recetas familiares de México.
Taqueria El Sol tiene una tienda de comestibles también. Se venden comidas mexicanas secas, refrigeradas y congeladas para ayudarle a servir la comida mexicana la más auténtica en Wisconsin Central. Taqueria El Sol en la Avenida South Central en Marshfield.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I'm the director at Little Sprouts. Little Sprouts has been a real great community. It's very family friendly. It feels like a big family to me, and being the new director here, I felt very welcomed into the family. I like the smaller family. Everybody knows everybody, and you all get to know everybody in the center, and we do family activities and much of a family atmosphere.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at Grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Order a gift box at either location or order online by going to HewittsMeats.com. Tons of choices including summer sausage, snack sticks, jerky, free regional shipping on all gift boxes. Visit HewittsMeats.com. Hewitt's Meat, located in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
He's going to look to him time and again in the second half because you get him going, you're going to get those guys in foul trouble and hopefully get some good open looks. And then he's pretty good at kicking the ball out too. He gets double teamed. He sees the guys that open for three, and those are the easiest threes when you're sitting on the line just waiting for the pass to come out to you and you're wide open.
And 5 points for Teddy Redmond, a three-pointer, 0 for 2 from the foul line. What did Teddy give him in that first half?
Well, Teddy likes to get on the break. A couple times I got on the break. That's what Teddy's forte is, because you get him in the open court, there ain't no one staying in front of that kid. He's too quick. And he got in the break a couple times and was able to get some baskets that way.
And just 2 points for Chandler Schmidt.
Yeah, he's been cold. He's got some nice looks from the outside, pretty good open looks. Just hasn't been able to drop them.
Also 2 points for Dawson Danon. Max Vanderhoof did not score in that first half. No bench points for either team either tonight. Interesting, huh?
Yeah, it's the big game. You got to play your starters as much as you can.
You got that right. All right, they're going to do it in the second half. 31-18, Marathon by 13 over the Stratford Tigers, who went undefeated all the way through until that final game against Wisconsin Dells last year in the Division III playoffs. But a different ball game this year, isn't it, so far?
It sure is, and they don't seem to be in sync yet. I know they have had a shortened season a little bit because of the football season drags out pretty long time when you go to the state tournament. So they're not in sync yet. This team is going to get better as we go, and they're just trying to hang in with Marathon, who has a little more practice time and had more games under their belt right now. And you can see it; they've improved a lot from the Auburndale game, at least from one game to the next.
All right, stay with us. We've got second half action from Stratford after these messages.
Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small-town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back, time and time again, for their next new vehicle. Experience small-town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford.
Nuts Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nuts Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nuts Deep. You can also visit Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nuts Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
I have.
Yeah? And?
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's been good, and other times I've struggled with it. I'm not sure. But it's nice to have and be able to use all over the state when I'm traveling around and be able to get the local games.
Yeah, we had a fan belt go out a few days ago, so we had to order a new fan belt for the TuneIn app. So Give us a few days. We're waiting for some parts.
Was this a car?
Yeah,
or truck?
No, it's an app. It's a tune-in app. We got to tune up the tune-in app. Got to tune it up. So, yeah, we're waiting for a fan belt. All right, so now the Marathon Red Raiders have the ball front court to our left as we start second half action. Go inside to Clark Mao. He's grabbed and fouled in the first 15 seconds by Teddy Redmond. And that's number 2 on Teddy Redmond. 31-18 Marathon with the lead. Keller, pull-up jumper, left baseline off the inbounds. Pass no good. Rebound Warren back up and no good. There is a whistle and a foul. Warren missed his shot. Hahn grabbed the loose ball and put it back up and got fouled. He will be at the line for the 3rd time here tonight.
A little intimidation there because Warren had a point-blank layup. He made a nice fake, got Barton up in the air, and just couldn't make it. He threw it way up on the backboard, and Hahn was there to clean it up, but he could have had an easy 2.
Yeah. Meanwhile, foul number 1 on Vanderhoof. Hahn made the first one, missed the second one, but now it's a 14-point Marathon lead here, and they build that lead to 14 in the first 30 seconds of half number 2. Tigers now have the ball going front court to our right for this second half. Dawson Danon drives into the lane and gets fouled on the drive, and that's going to be Hahn, his first foul of the ball game. Non-shooting foul. Tigers will inbound on the baseline. So Vanderhoof will inbound the ball here. And Vanderhoof lobs it high out top for Redmond. Vandeboom almost had the steal. Redmond glides down the lane. Good old-fashioned finger roll for Redmond. Did you see that? Clyde the glide right there, baby.
Yeah, and that was a long finger roll. That wasn't close. He really had to glide to get there.
Yeah, that thing rolled from halfway down the lane. And good job by Redmond to stop the Marathon run. 32-20. The Red Raider lead is 12. They have the ball to our left. Matt Vandeboom on the right elbow, guarded by Vanderhoof. Pull-up jumper by Vandeboom. I'll tell you what, Matt Vandeboom has had a game.
He has already. He's hot.
Tigers back to our right. Redmond, top of the circle, drives in and now kicks it to Vanderhoof. Right corner 3, rims out of there. Dawson Danon, big rebound. Oh, then he fell down and lost the ball. Loose ball on the floor. Redmond had it on the near side, knocked away from behind by Hahn in the scramble for the loose ball. It'll stay with Stratford. Tigers have it on the near wing, front court to our right, trailing Marathon by 14. Red Raiders have their biggest lead of the night right here. So Danon will inbound on the near wing. Throws it in for Vanderhoof now. Right. Back to the right side for Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt drives in. Into the lane. Leans in. Puts up a shot. No good. Barton with the rebound. Back up. Stripped away. Knocked away and stolen by Marathon. Barton denied once again. Back to our left now for Marathon. 2 minutes into this second half. 34-20, the Red Raiders with the lead. Oh, but a steal by Schmidt on the other end, and then he threw it off of Clark Mao on that right sideline, and it will stay with Stratford after the steal.
Schmidt went for the gamble on the steal, kind of dove at the dribble, and was able to actually get it and get it out of bounds.
Tigers have to create possessions basically right here.
They do.
Inside for Barton on that right block now. Barton over Warren. No good. Missed again. Oh, but a steal by Danon. Oh, but he couldn't hang on. And it will go back to Marathon. Boy, the Tigers look flat.
They're just cold as ice. No one could make anything. I mean, a couple good looks there, and both of them fell off by Schmidt and by Barton.
All right, so the Raiders have the ball back. Well, Redmond goes for a steal. Top of the key pass, tipped it out of bounds. Coach Schmidt told me before the game, he said, we are going to take our lumps here in the beginning of the season because they have a lot of experience in the starting 5, not a lot of varsity experience in terms of bench guys. Vandeboom on a runner at the rim. In the lane, Matt Vandeboom again. He's got 4 here in the second half. 12 on the night. Marathon has grown their lead to 16, their biggest lead of the night. Now on the other end, Barton inside for 2 on the other end.
Great pass by Vanderhoff there to Barton to get him a nice layup.
Lead back to 14 for the Red Raiders. Mao on the near wing. Driving right past Danon, left baseline. Clark Mao to the rim. 2 more for Mao. He's got 9. 38-22. Back to a 16-point Red Raider lead. Tigers back to our right. Teddy Redmond into the lane, spins, drives, kicks. Danon, left side 3. And there's a 3 for Dawson Danon and the Tigers. Now the Marathon lead down to 13. And the Red Raiders have it back to our left. Warren with a jumper from the foul line, no good. Redmond with the rebound. Here come the Tigers back to our right. Maybe a little momentum. Redmond glides in. Oh, to the rim. Redmond. Oh, that finger roll once again. Kind of scooped it up there, flipped it up into the air, and it goes in. How did he get to the rim on that one?
He's got the quickness and he's got that jump step, and he used them both on that particular play.
And so now a shove by Hahn on the other end with the elbow into the defender with the ball on the right elbow. And Hahn put an arm into, I believe it was Chandler Schmidt on that right side. Hahn picks up the foul, and the Tigers will get the ball back here. Down by just 11 all of a sudden. A 5-0 run for Stratford right here.
This game's going to be close at the end.
Oh, boy.
I'm pretty sure.
Schmidt for 3 from the left side, short. Mao with the rebound. Clark Mao has it back to our left for Marathon now. Honke now, right baseline jumper. Nate Honke, with the first bench points of the ball game right there. Nate Honke off the Marathon bench.
Contributions from everywhere for Marathon tonight.
All right, so now Tigers back to our right, and Chandler Schmidt trying to drive in right baseline and blocked by Clark Mao down low on the baseline. Number 1 on Mao as Cody Miller checks in for the Tigers now. And it looks like Vanderhoof will come out of the ball game right here.
That's just Mao's first foul, which is good for Marathon.
You got that right. 40-27. The Marathon lead is 13. Schmidt on the baseline. Throws it in. Danon in the lane. Up and in. Oh, the and one right there. Dawson Danon with a quick shot off the inbounds pass. And he got tagged on the elbow on the shot.
Super athletic and Danon, and they got it to him in the lane about the 12-foot mark, and he just rose up and threw it into the hoop with a little foul.
Oh, no good on the rebound or on the free throw, but Barton grabbed the offensive board, and then he got fouled on the putback attempt. Barton will be at the line now.
Stratford's playing with a little more urgency now, deciding they're going to hit the boards a little harder because they got out-rebounded in the first half, 14-11, which you wouldn't expect. But right now, they're really going to the boards and going to the glass on those missed shots.
And now Barton misses a free throw right here. That foul on Mao, his second. Cole Kaldunski off the Marathon bench now, and Nate Honke will come out. So Barton at the foul line trying to get the second one. First one was no good. And the second one by Ben is good. Rolls over the front of the rim right there. It's a 10-point ball game now, 40-30. 5 minutes in to the second half. Marathon front court to our left. Keller on the near wing. Up top, Warren. They swing it over to Vandeboom now, guarded by Schmidt. Back to Kaldunski now. Warren on the left wing, picked up there by Barton. Now Keller, top of the circle. Oh, for 3, and a deep 3 for Jaden Keller, and that was from way downtown.
Yep, he just rose up. Redmond was right on him. He just said, I'm shooting it over you right in your face.
Wow.
And that's what he did.
That was way downtown. He needed a transfer ticket for that one. catch the second bus on the way to the rim. Now Redmond drives to the rim on the other end. Got too deep after he decided to lay it up there. And not a good shot there. And Marathon grabs the rebound. And the Red Raiders get it right back. And now the Red Raiders with a timeout. The lead is 13 for Marathon. 12:16 to go in the half. And more basketball from Stratford after these messages.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota, powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Fade to black window tinting for your car, home, and office. Fade to black will make your ride different than the rest, with creative, stylish, and quality window film all year round. Fade to black also helps to reduce glare and keep sun out of areas in your home and office that cause discomfort. Fade to black provides vinyl wrapping with access to the top brands of wheels, tires, and accessories for your car or truck. Give Wayne a call at 715-660-6482 or visit Fade to Black LLC on Facebook now. Fade to Black window tinting in Marshfield.
Going here in the Merriwood South Division tonight, the Red Raiders of Marathon leading the Stratford Tigers 43-30 here, 12:16 to go in half number 2. Very entertaining ball game tonight.
Sure is. Both teams playing pretty well, other than Stratford not shooting very well. Still playing pretty solid D and making it tough on Marathon.
Marathon has the ball after a timeout. Front court to our left. Keller in the near corner. Oh, tried to get it to Mao. Stolen by Danon. Tigers get a turnover and get the ball back to our right. Now 12 to play. 6 minutes into this second half. 43-30 now. Danon on the left side drives in to the rim. Oh, and Danon got to the rim pretty easy on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he glided in there, and I think that Marathon could have took a charge on him on that one, but didn't set up in front of him as he drove into the rim.
All right, so the Red Raiders get it back to our left now. Their lead down to 11 right here. They had it up to 16 a little while ago. Clark Mao, top of the circle, front court left, guarded there by Danon. Right side, Brock Warren. Now Jaden Keller on the right wing. Back on top, Cole Kaldunski. Warren to Mao on the near wing, guarded there by Danon. Mao into the lane, knocked down and fouled there. Drove to the foul line, tried to kick it out to the right side, and I believe got fouled by Redmond, right?
Yeah, Redmond's third. That's only the third team foul, though, for Stratford.
Non-shooting foul. It'll stay with Marathon. Keller on the baseline now. Keller throws it into Mao on the left wing. Mao hands it off to Warren in the lane. Kaldunski, right side, three, no good. Rebound, Keller back up, and no good. Redmond with the rebound, and then a rebounding foul, I believe, on Jaden Keller after Redmond grabbed the loose ball. Over the back on Keller, number 1 on Jaden right there. Well, they got to stop anyway, which is what you need. And now down by 11. Tigers have the ball back to our right. Redmond on the left elbow. Up top for Chandler Schmidt between the circles. Near side Vanderhoof. Max trying to get it inside for Danon on the right block. Up and no good, but he got fouled. Danon a lot more aggressive in this second half, too, we've seen from Dawson.
They're actually posting up Danon right now. They're posting up Barton on one side and Danon on the other. And Danon got the ball in the post that time and just kind of didn't make a really good move, but he just kind of threw it up and luckily got the foul because he was really off balance. His footwork was poor out of the post.
Number 2 on Brock Warren, and the first foul shot went in. Danon will get one more to make it a 9-point game right here. And he does. He got 2 big foul shots right there. And now 43-34. It was 16. Now it's a 9-point Marathon lead. And the Red Raiders have it back to our left now. Keller on the near wing. Right side, Kaldunski. What is this, a trap?
Stratford's back in a 1-3-1, and they're being very aggressive out of it right now.
And now we got a Marathon timeout. Yeah, Marathon was panicking a little bit. With 10:21 to go, they need to call a 30-second timeout and figure out this zone. They don't have an answer for it right now, do they?
Yeah, and Stratford hasn't played it much. I'm surprised because they play it very well.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Quick one. That was a quick one.
Fastest 5 seconds in the world. Lasted about 3.4 seconds.
That's called 1, 2, 3 whistle.
Yeah. Yep, so now after the Marathon timeout, they have the ball to our left. Up by 9. Their 16-point lead is gone. Keller, high post now for Hahn. Right side for Mao. Drives in on Schmidt. Pull-up jumper, got it for Clark Mao. Big shot right there. Chandler Schmidt got knocked down as Mao put a shoulder and an arm into him. No call on that. 45-34. The Marathon lead back to 11. Tigers back to our right. Vanderhoof on the near wing, guarded by Keller. Left side 3 for Schmidt. Yeah, baby! Oh, Chandler Schmidt, his first from downtown tonight, and it's 45-37. Now the lead is 8, and then a steal by Barton on the other end. Here come the Tigers back to our right. Left side, Schmidt, another 3. Oh, that one almost went in. Rebound tipped around, grabbed by Mao. Schmidt couldn't get that one to go in. That would have been big right there.
I thought he was going to make that after he made the last one. I thought he kind of feeling it.
Marathon has it back to our left. Mao on the right wing. That dude, oh, the defense, top of the zone. Danon takes it away to Schmidt, to the rim. No good, but a whistle and a foul. They get the turnover, Todd, at the top of that zone, just like it's designed to do. And a hoop, not a hoop, but a harm on the other end.
Yeah, Stratford's putting a lot of pressure on the guards right now with those traps up by the 10-second line and causing a lot of bad passes or real almost desperation type passes. And slowly, Stratford's chipping away at this lead.
That was number 2 on Jaden Keller. Vanderboom and Kaldunski out now. The first foul shot was good. Saw Nate Honke come off the Marathon bench. Second foul shot by Schmidt is good. He got them both. And now 45-39. That 16-point lead. Take off the 1. It's down to 6 midway through the second half with 9 to go. And a steal by Schmidt. Off ahead for Danon to the rack. And in for 2. Don't look now, but here come the Tigers with 8:40 to go in the ball game. 45-41, the Marathon lead. Down to 4, a steal by Teddy Redmond on the other end. Layup no good. Danon with the rebound, and we may have a rebounding foul right here on Marathon, and foul shots for Danon after Redmond missed a wide open fast break layup after the steal. Danon at the line now for a 1-and-1. Wow.
Yeah, and that's a third foul on
fourth.
Third on Mao.
I'm sorry, you're right. Third on Clark Mao, and the front end of the 1-and-1 is good for Dawson Danon, and so he will get one more. This to make it a 2-point game. Wow. Second one by Danon. Got it. He got them both for Dawson Danon. He's having a whale of a second half. The 16-point lead. Sayonara. Long gone. 45-43. Raiders back to our left. Oh, no. Not today. Another steal by the Tigers.
this for the tie or the lead. Schmidt, top of the key. Redmond, right side for three. Oh, he just missed it. Rebound tipped around, and we have a rebounding foul, I believe, on Dawson Danon, right?
Yep, Dawson Danon.
Oh.
Crashing the boards and went over the back.
That's number 3 on Danon. So it will go back to Marathon here with 8:05 remaining.
Marathon's got to look cross-court here. That cross-court guy is open eventually if you keep working it, but they're having so much trouble up on top, they can't find anyone down there.
8 minutes to go, 45-43. Big run for the Tigers here. Marathon led by 16. Another steal. Danon on the breakout to our right for the tie. He missed the layup. Barton lost the rebound. Marathon had the ball, fell down with it. Honke had it on the end line, fell down with the ball, and lost it out of bounds. It will go right back to the Tigers. And they're missing layups, too. The Tigers are on the breakout. After getting the steal, that's 2 layups they've missed now on the other end.
Yeah, but they're getting the rebound every time and either getting free throws or putting it back in most cases. So they're getting a second chance.
Vanderhoof to Barton on the right block for the tie off the inbounds pass. And this game is tied at 45 with 7.5 to go in regulation. Here come the Raiders back to our left. Another steal by Vanderhoof. Oh, no, he had it taken away by Mao, who lost the ball. Picked up by Schmidt. Up ahead for Danon. Oh, baby! Layup good for Danon. And the Tigers have come all the way back to grab a 2-point lead with 7:14 to go. The 16-point lead for Marathon has left town. What has happened, Todd?
1-3-1. The pressure of the 1-3-1. Marathon has no clue right now what's happening and how to break it because Stratford's using their athletic ability, their size, and their smarts playing this defense, and Marathon is just struggling to even move the ball anywhere and turning the ball at a rapid rate. I mean, they're up to 8 turnovers now in the second half. And many of those against the 1-3-1. So Coach Jacobson, they play the 1-3-1. He should know how to break it. He just got to execute his X's and O's that he's drawing up right now on the board and just get their composure back. They've totally lost it. They turned the ball over, I think, 3 times in a row without even a shot. And you can't do that. And, of course, that's led to easy baskets on the other end.
And only 14 second-half points for Marathon so far here in this second half. And meanwhile, it's, 29 for the Tigers. They're on a big run here in this second half.
And a lot of easy ones.
Wow.
Easy baskets or free throws is what they've been doing. And based on this 1-3-1 causing turnovers.
All right, Marathon's 16-point lead is gone. They're down by 2. They have the ball to our left. Inside for Vandeboom, no good. Rebound to Clark Mao. Mao keeps it alive for Marathon now. 7 to play. Vandeboom out top, guarded by Danon. Mao steps out for it. Now to Keller. Back to Clark and Vandeboom. Now Keller, a deep 3, in and out, rebound, tipped out of bounds by Barton. It'll stay with Marathon.
Good job by Vanderboom there, crashing the boards and causing Barton to knock the ball out of bounds.
6:40 left in regulation, 47-45. Stratford now by 2 right here. Vandeboom will inbound for Marathon. Looking, and a 5-second call. Vandeboom had nowhere to go. Good coverage down there, and the quarterback takes the sack out of bounds. That's a coverage sack right there. 5-second defensive call against Marathon. Wow.
Vandeboom has to get rid of the ball, though, or call timeout. One of the two. You can't just hold it for the 5 seconds.
That's like A-Rod just taking the sack there, right?
Yeah, not be able to kick the field goal to save the game.
Not even throwing it away, right?
Right.
All right, so now the Tigers get it back, trying to extend their lead now. Down to 6:15 to go. Schmidt to Barton on top. Now Redmond. What is this, 4 out, 1 in? Vanderhoof on the left wing. Cross-court pass. Redmond. He'll drive in and kick. Danon on top for three! For three! Hello, Dawson Danon knocking it down. Tigers by 5. 5:40 to go. Marathon inside to Warren. No good. Barton with the rebound for Stratford. Marathon can't buy a basket. Now here come the Tigers back to our right. Schmidt on the left wing. Danon steps out for it. Now Redmond on the near side. Back to Vanderhoof. Barton steps out for it. Now Schmidt. What do we have? A 3-second violation on Danon, I believe. Wow.
I don't know how long Marathon's been on 45, but
yeah,
they've been on 45 a long time. What's this been, about a 15-0 run?
Well,
something like that.
Something like that is right.
Yeah.
I can't exactly remember, but this is a heck of a Tiger run right here.
It might be 16-0. I think it was 45-34, I think, at one point.
All right, now a steal by Redmond on the other end, and then he got fouled in transition. Well, I'll tell you what, since halftime, it's a, well, 32-14 Tiger run. Here in the second half. Redmond at the line, in and out, no good. After a foul by Vandeboom, his third. So that's the run.
Marathon's actually gotten a couple of good looks the last couple times down, finally, but they haven't been able to make them. Redmond got the second foul shot after missing the first. Now 51-45. Oh, a steal by Danon now at the top of that zone. Layup good. And one. Hoop plus harm equals a chance at a three-point play for Dawson Danon. And the Tigers try to grow this lead to 9. They have flipped the tables here in this second half. That's the 10th turnover by Marathon in the second half alone. They only had 3 in the first half.
Oh, and the free throw is good by Dawson Danon. I'm running out of room in his score column. He has been en fuego, on fire here in this second half. 54-45, Tigers by 9, erasing a 16-point deficit. They've gone on a 34-14 run here in this second half. And the Red Raiders are in trouble. Another bad pass. Another steal by Redmond. Another turnover by the Red Raiders with 4.5 to go. You're getting down to critical time. Take the air out of the ball and run it down, right?
No, keep playing. You're playing so well. Just keep playing.
Danon to Schmidt to Redmond on the near wing. Guarded by Vandeboom. Boy, inside for Danon. Up and no good. No call. Raiders with the rebound. Here comes Marathon. Front court to our left now. Vandeboom guarded by Danon. Vandeboom runs into Barton. Nowhere to go. Hands it to Mao on the near wing. Over to Keller now. Keller to Vandeboom. Near side for Mao. Cross court pass Keller. Keller trying to drive in, lost the ball out of bounds. It will stay with Marathon, tipped away. I think by a Stratford defender. It was stripped on his way to the basket here. It'll stay with the Red Raiders. 3:46 to go. Keller on the end line, on the baseline, throws it high out top for Vandeboom. Vandeboom. Hands to Mao, top of the key for 3, no good. Rebound, tipped to Hahn. Oh, but he was falling out of bounds, trying to get it to a teammate, threw it right to Chandler Schmidt. 3.5 to go. Tigers by 9 with the ball to our right. Vanderhoof, left wing. Now to Chandler Schmidt. Danon steps out for it. Now Redmond on the right side to Vanderhoof. And knocked away by Keller. Reach in by Jaden. Number 3 right there. Wow, this is unbelievable. Vanderhoof now at the line for the Tigers right here.
I think it's been a 20-0 run, actually. I think it was 45-34 at one point. Now it's 45-54. And Marathon just can't get off 45. They've been there forever.
You're right. I think it was I remember 45-30 for sure.
Well, 45-34 for sure.
Okay.
I don't know if it was a bigger lead than that, but
wow.
For sure a 20-0.
Wow. Vanderhoof missed them both, meanwhile. Rebound by Mao. And the Raiders have it back to our left with 3 to go, down by 9. A 3-possession game right here. Keller on the right side. High post for Hahn. Hahn to Mao. Vandeboom on the left baseline. Lobs it up, blocked by Barton. And there was a whistle right there. And I believe a Tiger foul. And they're going to get Redmond? No, Vanderhoof. And that will put Vandeboom at the line for the first time tonight.
He should be able to get off 45 now. He's got 2 shots.
And the first one rolls in. How about this? 46.
Finally. Finally.
Heck of a run here. Cold Kaldunsky in for Marathon, in for Hahn. What a run by Stratford in this second half.
It all started when they went to the 1-3-1. That's exactly when it started. That's why you want to try different defenses at times, because it sometimes can be something that's really effective, and the 1-3-1's been awesome for Stratford.
All right, 2:45 to go. Chandler Schmidt down to the other end of the floor for the Tigers. To Redmond in the near corner now. Out to Vanderhoof. Got my Vandas all mixed up. Mao steps out and fouls Vanderhoof with 2:36 to go. 54-47 now, and that's going to be... Well, let's see. That'll put Vanderhoof at the line for 2. And he got the first one, so big free throws down the stretch for the Tigers now. And they gave that foul to who, Mao?
Yeah, Mao's 4th.
Second foul shot here, no good. Gets 1 of 2. Warren with the rebound. 55-47, 2.5 to go in regulation. Marathon to our left. Mao, top of the key. Now to Vandeboom on the left wing. Back to Mao. Mao drives in. Past Barton to the rim. Missed a layup. Warren with the rebound. No good. But we have a foul on Stratford down low. It's going to be on Teddy Redmond, number 4 on Teddy. And foul shots for Brock Warren.
Yeah, when he put Teddy in that 1-3-1, he likes to gamble. And with the 1-3-1, you can do that because you got a lot of opportunities for steals. So it's excellent defense for him, and he's gotten a lot of steals in the second half.
Warren good on the first one. That's his first point of the second half.
He hasn't really touched the ball. He's playing down low, and they haven't been able to get it to him at all because of all the pressure up top. And there's been so much trouble by the guards getting any sort of penetration into the lane of any kind.
Second one by Warren is good. He's got 10. 55-49. It's a 6-point game. 2:15 to go. Tigers coming back to front court right. Schmidt now across the timeline. Schmidt, Vanderhoof near corner. And I think we've got a Tiger foul here. And a shove on the Tigers, away from the ball?
It was an offensive foul on the pass. When the player passed it, he ran. Someone sat in front of him as he was coming down. A good play by, I don't know who, was it Chandler Schmidt? I'm not sure who he ran over. But.
Yeah, Schmidt picked up the foul, his second. Marathon gets it back. Schmidt had the steal, but knocked it out of bounds. So 2 minutes to go. 6-point Tiger lead after this big second half run here tonight. Marathon has it to our left. 2-possession ball game right here. Vandeboom on top for Mao. Back to Vandeboom. On the right wing, Vandeboom drives and kicks to the left corner, and nobody there. And the Tigers force the turnover with 1:48 to go in regulation time. And I think we've got a timeout on the floor. 1:48 to go. Tigers hanging on to a 6-point lead. More basketball from Stratford High School in just a moment.
Very friendly people.
It's like a family.
Real good service.
All right, 1 minute.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Utility vehicles in America with unmatched reliability. Kubota.
All right, Todd, 1:48 to go. Two-possession ball game. Tigers by 6. Marathon. Well, they need possessions, right?
They need stops, and if they can't get a stop, they'll have to foul and hope that Stratford misses some free throws.
Tiger ball, full length of the floor to our right. Backcourt pressure by Marathon. Vanderhoof in the backcourt, and he will get fouled. Kaldunski, I believe, went for the steal and picked up his third foul. And if you're the Tigers, you just try to play keep away, right, and get to the line and put this game away.
Exactly. Be real strong with the ball because you know they're going to come after you, and just wait to be fouled and then make your free throws.
And Vanderhoof made the first one. It's now a 7-point Tiger lead. Boy, if you're Marathon, you got to be scratching your head. What happened? Well, 1-3-1. That's what happened, right?
We just didn't handle it. They didn't handle it.
And Vanderhoof got the second one. Oh, 2 big free throws right there. And the Tiger lead is 8. Over and back now by Marathon. Mao way out there near the timeline. Took a pass out there, trying to break through that zone. And that pass too close to the 10-second line. His right foot went over the line right there.
Yeah, Mao not recognizing where he was basically when he grabbed that ball. He could have grabbed it without going across, but he grabbed it and took it across, didn't realize where the line was.
Wow. So Tigers get the ball off a big Marathon turnover right there with 90 seconds to play. Schmidt now to Redmond in the backcourt. Redmond now trying to run away from the defenders. Gets it up ahead for Schmidt on that left sideline, just shy of the 10-second line. Schmidt knocked down and fouled with 1:25 to go. The Tigers can get their lead to double digits with 2 foul shots from Schmidt right here. Wow. What a second-half comeback for Stratford here tonight.
Stratford's only got 2 turnovers in the second half. And Marathon has 14.
Ooh. First one by Schmidt is good. Chandler Schmidt, 3 for 3 from the line tonight. He'll get one more. And that was, I believe, foul number 4 on Cole Kaldunski. Second foul shot by Schmidt is good. It is now a 10-point Tiger lead with 1:20 to go. Marathon has the ball front court to our left. Vandeboom on the right side. Kaldunski, right baseline jumper for Keller, no good. Warren with the rebound, blocked by Barton, and Redmond grabs the loose ball for Stratford. Schmidt now up the left sideline to our right to Danon. Oh, Danon lost the ball, tracked down by Warren, and the Tigers lost it. Red Raiders get it back. Mao back to front court left. Now Keller, top of the key, back to Mao. Oh, Schmidt goes for the steal and gets it. Chandler, left side, layup good. And the Tigers lead by 12. 40 seconds to go. Now Schmidt gets run over by Kaldunski on the right sideline, front court to our left. And Chandler Schmidt picks up the blocking foul. Kaldunski at the line. Third one on Chandler now. Kaldunski at the line. 39 seconds to go. And the first one is good. His first point of the ball game. An 11-point Tiger lead now. 39.8 on the clock. Kaldunski's second foul shot right here is up and good. Bounced around for a second, drops in. Now the Tiger lead back to 10, 39 seconds to go. Chandler Schmidt, a bomb pass to the other end. Redmond tripped up in transition by Keller, and the Tigers wanted a foul. No call. Marathon will get the ball back as no time comes off the clock right there.
Yeah, up 10 though. A pretty comfortable lead here for Stratford.
So now the Tigers will turn the ball over. Marathon will inbound it. Mao to Keller, top of the key. Kaldunski for three, no good. Rebound, Barton, and we've got a rebounding foul, I believe. Is it on Warren or Barton? It's going to be on Ben Barton over the back of Warren with 33 seconds to go. Now Warren at the line for the third time here tonight. So number 3 on Barton. No good for Warren from the line. Rebound, Danon. Outlet to Vanderhoof. On the run out to the other end. Layup, good for Max Vanderhoof. And it's a 12-point Tiger lead with 18 seconds to go. Vandeboom. Down low, Kaldunski to Warren. Left baseline jumper, no good. Schmidt with the rebound with 10 to go. They'll run it out. And the Tigers with an unbelievable come from behind win over Marathon here tonight. A thrilling 63-51 win for Stratford after erasing a 16-point Marathon lead. Todd, the Tigers are going to come back and win this thing by 12. Unbelievable. Wow, You're speechless.
The defense was just so good. I'm in that 1-3-1, and I coached youth. We played some of that 1-3-1, and you can really play that well because you can gamble time and time again. And I'm watching Marathon going, you're not making the right passes. There was cross-court passes to the block open, and they just were not making them. They were just struggling to move the ball top, and that's not what you do against the 1-3-1. You got to penetrate those gaps. You got to find that deep guy, and you got to be aggressive. Marathon was very unaggressive against the 1-3-1, and after a while, they weren't even looking at the basket anymore.
Wow.
They were just so discombobulated by the pressure. they just had their back to the basket and wouldn't even look, and Stratford was just hawking because they knew they weren't going to go to the basket, so they were gambling all over the court. And Teddy Redmond was everywhere, along with a lot of other guys. But my kids loved playing the 1-3-1. We just loved it. They're like, yeah, coach, let's play the 1-3-1. And I'm sure Stratford has the same mentality because you can see how they played it, and they played it unbelievably tonight.
They certainly did, and the Tigers come from 16 down, and they beat Marathon here tonight, 63-51 after trailing 31-18 at the halftime break in this one here tonight. Marathon has now lost 3 straight games for the first time since February of 2006. Wow, that's a heck of a streak. They had not lost more than 2 games in a row in 13 seasons until tonight. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and they played a good Auburndale team the other night, and now they ran into a really good Stratford team. So this Marywood's going to be really tough this year, and a lot of fun basketball we're going to see this year.
It's, I think, finally, Marywood basketball is better than Marywood football, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Games are going to be a lot closer.
Because Edgar's good, too. Edgar beat Neelsville a week or so ago.
Yeah.
And Neelsville's good.
Yeah.
And Edgar got that win. You've got Edgar, Auburndale, Marathon, Stratford. Pick your poison. This conference is up for grabs.
Yeah, I hope that we do a lot of these games because these are going to be exciting games just like this tonight. And this is fun. Fun to do them, fun to call them, and fun for people to listen to them.
12-point Tiger win here tonight, 63-51, our final score. Stay with us. We've got more on our post-game report here at Stratford High School in just a moment.
GBD Sport Shop of Abbotsford is the place to be this holiday season for your favorite sportsman.
90
Pricing on
seconds
Smith &
here.
Wesson Shield 9mm pistol, $300. Get a Thompson Center Impact 50 caliber muzzle loader, $225, or a Thompson Center TCR 22 bundle with red dot scope, sling, and case, just $325. Ruger 1022 carbine woodstocks are just $225. Special on all in-stock ladder stands, hang-on, and climber stands. Great pricing on 10-point Nitro X and Cuddlink IR cameras. Ask for details. BBD Sport Shop for the holidays. Great products at great prices.
If you're replacing your old windows, make sure you replace your old window problems. Go with the most trusted name in windows, Anderson Windows and Doors. Time-proven, durable, low maintenance, and energy efficient. And with their beautiful wood interiors, you're not just replacing, you're upgrading. Anderson 400 Series replacement products. Because there's no replacement for confidence. Your Anderson window dealer is Stratford Building Supply in Stratford and Park Falls Building Supply in Park Falls.
Here's another tooth truth from Dental Clinic of Marshfield.
To fight tooth decay, seal it out. Regular brushing, flossing, and cleanings are the foundation of good dental health. But you also have another tool to protect your smile: dental sealants. Dental sealants offer great protection from cavities for children, teens, and adults.
Dental Clinic of Marshfield. Dental care for life. Schedule an appointment today at any of their 3 offices in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neilsville. Learn more at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com.
Wow, got a pat on the back. Paul Rozak, I'll never wash this sweatshirt again. Man, Paul Rozak just touched me. Man, oh man. All right. All right, back here at Stratford, the legendary Paul Rozak, great basketball coach in his own right, way back in the day, about 3-4 centuries ago. And believe it or not, he's still around. Looks good for an old man, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he must work out. He looks like he's in pretty good shape. He looks like he could step back out there and be a pretty effective coach still if he wants to have that energy.
No, let's not get carried away. Now, come on. No, he's an energetic guy, great guy. Good to see him out here, still involved in Stratford athletics after all those years as, coaching all those sports at Columbus High School in Marshfield, and coached what, the boys or girls out here?
I think the girls, I believe. Well, I mean, for Columbus, he coached the girls.
Oh, right, but here at Stratford.
I don't know who he did here.
Can't remember. He might have done both. Who knows? He thought he was in charge of everything out here at one point, but great guy. No, good to see Mr. Rozak out here. But for a lot of years, coached the Columbus girls basketball team. And I'm just looking here. How many wins did Coach Rozak have on the girls' side of things for Columbus High School?
He was pretty effective, and his style was to get up as many shots as possible, and he was ahead of his time a little bit. He probably would like the style that a lot of teams are playing these days with the three-pointers and jacking them up, because that's what he liked to do. His first possession, they'd throw it one pass, and you're supposed to shoot it because, again, more possessions, the better chance you had to score.
What I remember about him, he's like a hockey coach. It's 5 out and 5 in.
Yeah.
He makes line changes, shift changes, not player substitutions. It's 5 for 5, or at least he did that for a while out here. He coached Columbus for 21 years, 239 wins, but 214 losses.
Oh, really? That many losses?
He took his lumps. He certainly did. But in what almost 500 games at Columbus High School.
I thought he had a little better record than that, but again, that's quite a few losses.
Winning
to go
record,
with those
though.
wins. Yeah, winning record. But
yeah.
Back
in the WISA days. So, yeah. Anyway, back here at Stratford, winning games now for the Tigers on the boys' side is Kurt Schmidt. He'll be joining us in just a few moments. Big win for the Tigers, 63-51 after they erase a 16-point deficit. Can't say it enough. That is just a tale of two halves here tonight in this ballgame, right?
Yeah, and it was all their defense. That totally, like we said, the first half was Marathon's defense. Really dominated the game. And Stratford was a little bit cold shooting, and Marathon took advantage of it. Second half, once Stratford went to the 1-3-1, put the pressure on Marathon, all of a sudden Marathon started turning the ball over, and Stratford got momentum. Then they started making some shots and getting turnovers and easy baskets, and all of a sudden the tide turned, and there was no stopping it. You could see the Marathon was going down.
Yeah,
once Stratford got the lead, or even close to the lead, you could see it just was not going to turn back Marathon's way, and sure enough, Stratford wins this one by 12.
63-51. our final score. Stay with us. We've got more of our post-game report from Stratford High School in just a moment.
Do your Christmas shopping at
All
Sports
right,
Scene inside the
90
Marshfield Mall.
seconds.
Sports Scene has unique clothing and caps for all your favorite teams. NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL, and more. They have autographed sports memorabilia, helmets, plaques, collectibles, and sports cards, too. Find that one-of-a-kind item for the sports fan on your list this Christmas. Go now to the Sports Scene inside the Marshfield Mall.
You don't think it'll happen to you twice. First, it was a fire. My agent was right there and helped me rebuild. Then the tornado destroyed everything again. Both times, I've independent agent and auto owners took care of me like someone takes care of family.
For whatever finds it, always there. Auto Owners Insurance.
Call Don Spindler at Stratford.
And we'll put you in the middle so you can,
Your local, no problem, auto owners insurance agents.
When times are good in agriculture, everyone's going to be an ag bank.
like riding the horse the wrong way, right?
Well, we are an ag bank for all times, dedicated to the long-term financial success of our farmers. That commitment to agriculture has been our way of life for 105 years. Why we are involved in a number of farm organizations, why we have expanded our ag staff, and why we will be here for this generation and the future generations on your family's farm. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, Brampton, Neillsville, Spencer, and Marshfield. We finance Wisconsin's agriculture.
All right, back here at Stratford High School tonight on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com. With Todd Schultz, I'm Mike Warren. On our postgame report now, joined by the head coach of the Stratford Tigers, Kurt Schmidt, kind enough to stop by. Coach, after a whale of a comeback win here tonight against Marathon.
Yeah, I mean, we're struggling offensively with our timing. It's not that we're not shooting well, but you could see their game plan was to double team Barton, and that's Dawson had to step up, and I thought Dawson did a good job, and he's normally doing what Vaughn would be doing. But obviously our defense was the key in the second half. We tell the kids defense travels. Sometimes, and even Friday night when we played Newman, our offense was just, our timing's off. And we got to get that on, and we're working on it. But guy's open, guy misses it. Guy cuts, doesn't wait for the screen. Ball gets stuck to his side of the floor. Somebody starts killing the grass in one area by dribbling too much. All of it is stuff that's going to get corrected. We know, but I'm proud of the guys for not caving and taking it one possession at a time. And fortunately, with active hands and our arms being, long, they played hard, and guys didn't come out much in the second half, so I'm proud of the effort.
Yeah, erase a 16-point deficit with a big run in that second half, basically with the 1-3-1 zone defense is what changed turned the tide in this ball game in that second half.
And what's weird is you always worry about running that. I don't usually ever run that against Marathon because they're so good at running it themselves, and usually when you're good at running something like that, you know how to you can crack the code quicker than most people because you know the weaknesses of it. But obviously they were holding the ball for long possessions out of man, and we knew that we couldn't just man trap them. We had to get them uncomfortable. We had to get them standing a little bit more, and then of course some of their guards aren't real tall on top, so we were hoping that they would end up being on top and then just being indecisive and faking a lot. And they're missing people open, but they were being very robotic and trying not to turn the ball over. Well, that helps us get the defense rotated. And then as long as we're mirroring the ball, and we did, and we had our hands very, very active, so we're able to get deflections. And, of course, what that does is that creates easy opportunities in transition. And we got easy because our offense was not good tonight. And our offense was created by the 1-3-1.
I want to bring in Todd Schultz here for his thoughts on this ball game here after the game. Todd, what do you have for the coach after this exciting come-from-behind win for Stratford here tonight?
Yeah, we got to give Marathon a little credit in the first half for their defense. I thought they played pretty solid. And what specifically do you think were they doing to you to make it so difficult? 'Cause you got a lot of playmakers on your team besides just Barton in the middle, but it was difficult to score. You only had 18 points in the first half, and maybe tell me what they did to you in the first half.
Well, to be honest with you, I hope I don't get fined by the NFL, but I know the refs very, very well. They're great guys. And I just kind of told them, hey, you know, we're pretty good athletes here, and we've spread the floor out. We couldn't drive because I thought they were hand checking us pretty hard, and I thought they were getting pretty physical with the body. And I said, please watch that in the second half, and they're respectful about it. And that's why I didn't want to make a scene. I asked, could we talk in the hallway quick? And I just, in a respectful way, I just said, if it's not a foul, don't call it, but please watch for it. And sure enough, there was more calls because it was physical. You guys saw it. And if it's a physical, and Marathon's a physical team, we are normally a physical team, but we couldn't drive the ball because they were impeding our drives. They were hand checking, they were forearming us. And those are fouls. You can barely touch the hand and take it off. That's legal, but you can't ride with a forearm. And I don't mean to be that, but that's a key thing, though. That was a key thing. We could not drive to the basket because they were roadblocking us, basically, physically. And then, of course, we tried setting more screens on the weak side. We tried to set some more flare screens in the second half. First half, when a pressure defense is really getting in your grill and you can't beat it with penetration, and you don't get enough double screens and they're switching out, your offense is going to struggle. And your passing into post struggles because you don't have vision. And then they did a good job of pressing Ben off. You know, that's a pretty good team. They're a physical team. I thought Brock Warren did a really good job on Barton, just being physical with him. But against certain nights, that you're not going to get by with that. It all depends on what happens with, you know, how people are going to call it. And I thought the refs did an excellent job. I really do. But that's to answer your question.
At halftime, you know, like obviously down that much, you know, kind of would you tell the guys to keep their daubers up? You know, I'm sure they're not looking forward to being down 31-18 at half and not expecting that, especially after the season you guys had last year and your first two games are pretty easy. Maybe just comment on how you kind of tried to keep their morale up.
Well, that's a great question because, you know, the biggest thing is don't get unglued. You know, I didn't get unglued. I was actually really positive. I went in the locker room. I said, you know, bottom line is this season's a marathon. If we don't win this game, it's not going to define our season because they said it's going to take us a while to get in rhythm. Last year, I had a more experienced team. You know, I had senior group last year who had played varsity as sophomores, and then my junior group last year played varsity as sophomore. So they kind of knew what was going on. It was a little smoother, even though it was a late start. The timing was a little better. Well, now you've got, you know, it's just you got new people and you got just the kids that are used to playing with each other. They just got to get the timing down, you know. And I just said, let's try to win the next half. Let's build on, you know, the season trying to be fundamental. Let's not worry about winning or losing this game. I said, let's just get better. And then we talked about our timing and I thought offensively, we started ball screening more in the slot area, not in the wings like we normally do because they were switching everything. So we decided to do it in the slot so we had more space for the switch if we had a bigger guy on our point guard. We just had more space then to work with. And then he had the middle of the floor to attack instead of just a side pick and roll. That was probably the big adjustment we made to start the half offensively, and I thought we were at least breaking up their defense a little bit more.
Gotcha. And then I know you tried the 1-3-1 a couple possessions here and there just to see how it was going. And then, you know, when was the decision made to really go with the 1-3-1 and say, hey, let's give this a whirl? And also, how much have you played it in the first two games?
Hardly at all. But you know, we've done it practice. But the big thing is we emphasized a couple things out of it. That's, you know, don't get overly extended. You know, like don't get crazy when they're at half court because then they use space to pass. And so what happened is they were coming down more of we were trying to squeeze them middle more, not be so wide on the sideline. And we thought what that did was it allowed for less space to pass. You know what I mean? Like if you're in the corner here and I can throw it all the way to the other end, that's a lot of space to get it over long arms. Whereas if you're a little tighter, now you've got to break the glass by breaking the plane. And that's where our deflections came from. I'm not saying it's rocket science, but I thought it was a good concept that because our wings were trying to funnel to Dawson instead of a normal type of a look. And then it didn't allow us to stretch out so much.
Yeah, and I noticed they became very unaggressive against it and very defensive, and then your guys were just gambling left and right because they had their back to the basket, weren't even looking at the basket after a while, and then you had them.
Yeah, and once they got into that slot area, then we trapped. But we didn't want to run at them and trap because then they just play keep away and play ping pong, basically. We want to avoid the ping pong game.
Yeah, it was really well played by all your guys, and guys like Teddy Redmond, some of those really quick guys. He just eats that up because he can gamble all over the court.
He's a heck of an athlete.
Yeah.
Heck of an athlete.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got to talk about Mr. Danon a little bit because he really stepped up in the second half and really, I don't know how many points he had in the second half.
Holy cow.
He had a lot.
Danon, he had 23 points, and he had 21 of them in the second half tonight.
It'll be nice when we get our stat board up so I can actually see it during the game as a fan.
Yeah, and I know he got some easy ones off the turnovers, obviously, but he really delivered and made a couple threes even on top of it, and just really gave your team an offensive boost tonight.
Well, I tell you what, right away again in the first half, we were like, okay, he just didn't seem to be he seemed to be overwhelmed with the pressure, and then second half he just took off, but he did a beautiful job of mirroring the ball and getting the deflections and then finishing, and then he hit some free throws, and then he hit that big three when we needed it. Obviously you saw these kids growing up, and he was a guy that when a couple guys got in foul trouble, he would knock down shots. So I'm not surprised at all. I'm more proud of him because that's quite a performance by someone like him.
Yeah, it was, and sure going to be a nice confidence booster for him going forward to know that he can come out and actually lead the team in scoring because I don't think he's probably done that very often.
No. Proud of the kid.
Probably never.
Probably. I don't know.
This is obviously a career high for him.
Oh, yeah,
tonight.
it's career high.
Yeah.
You bet.
Yep.
That's his career right here. Well, no. He played a limited role last year.
Yep.
But like you told me before the game, you're solid 5 starters. You're solid right there. It's the varsity experience you lack with the guys coming off the bench. But I would say I would add Danon to that mix. He's the 5th starter. Didn't play a lot as
he came on at the end of last year.
Exactly.
More.
Yep. So he's the if there is one guy in the starting 5, it's him that maybe was the question mark coming in.
Yeah,
but
we knew what he could do because
right.
he's also a very smart kid, so he can play anywhere. Now remember, he's playing out of position the first 3 games. That he's playing Vaughn's position, and we have that as a particular thing that we do, and he's not getting a lot of perimeter. Even at the end of the game, I tried getting him out because he's a good free throw shooter. Tried to get him out on the corners. He doesn't look real quick, but he was actually our second ball handle, our second point guard while the kids were growing up. So, but you make a good point, and that's why to see a kid like that have a game like this, who does not have the experience some of the other guys had, but that just tells you what a level head he has. The other night at Newman, we had just a rough night just everywhere, and all of a sudden he's shooting a free throw and smiling in the middle of his free throw, and I'm like, can you guys not take things seriously, please? And it just they're a good group. They're a good group, and what a challenge. It was good to have a game like this because last year, we talked about last year. You need adversity, and you need adversity to grow, and this one definitely is going to make us grow.
Yeah, because undefeated all the way until the end. It's tough to call that adversity.
Yeah, you're right. And then when you get beat, it's like I said last year, good sometimes becomes the enemy of great. Sometimes you just got to get knocked in the face, hit the reset button. But when you're in the playoffs and you get knocked in the face, there's no reset button.
Yeah, and then when you get Vaughn Bright back, it's just
going to be
forget
about it.
It's going to be amazing then because these guys are going to have a little more experience. They've got to play a little more because he's been out, and sometimes injuries are a blessing. And I know you never want them, but boy, these other guys are going to blossom while he's out.
Yep. You're
right.
Correct.
Yeah, it's like having the backup quarterback, get some experience, and the starter comes back. Now, you have 2 solid guys you can lean on if you have to.
Yep.
All right, Coach, this one has to feel pretty good, though, tonight.
It does. It was looking a little sinking of the gut feeling as we're going because I knew we were betterness, but I saw it coming because I talked to you before the game a little bit, And I knew that we were still disjointed starting so late. You got people just forget we didn't have a scrimmage. You know, everybody's got 3-4 games in on us, and then you can't evaluate. You can't develop your bench early. The scrimmages help because then you see what you got. Okay, let's work on it. Well, now you're on a train while it's going, and now you just got to kind of put guys in spots and roles, and to win this game tonight, you know, that's a true testament to our kids.
All right, very good, Coach. Congratulations on the win, and boy, we'll look forward to watching your team. It's a fun team to watch. When do you get Vaughn back? Do you know yet? Any prognosis on that?
Well, he started practicing Sunday, practice like non-contact. He did contact yesterday, but he's not quite there. And we had him do warm-ups tonight, so he at least gets that feel. And, you know, I'm glad we didn't put him in tonight because, you know, like I told him, I said, we have a really strong Vaughn Bright. People just, I don't know if everybody's even seen what he's capable of yet. You know, and then being a senior in high school and stronger, he's you know, he's got colleges looking at him in basketball. He's got colleges after him. You know, he's a huge part of our family here. And you get a guy like him going and around and healthy, you know, and then the guys coming off the bench like Chase Flink and Cody and Kale and all Jake and all those guys, that'll come. You know what I mean? They're going to help us.
Yeah.
So
Vaughn has a well-kempt, very well-manicured beard as well. So fully grown.
Not a Fu Manchu?
No. Fully grown man right there, though. I got beard envy when it comes to him. Very, very, very nice manicured beard.
He's got more hair on his face than I had on the top of my head. That's sad.
Mike's never had that much hair. He's getting a baby face.
And I never will. I never will. I shave every 31 days or something like that, you know.
Well,
but
then you don't, and I suppose you
and
have
you do
shaved
too,
club
but
too, that it
you do
comes in every week.
I think he might have a cat.
You do too, but it's the top of your head.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, we better let you go. And thanks for stopping by as always. And I'm sure we'll see you real soon.
And thanks for covering us. And as always, I enjoy the preview show and when you guys come up.
You bet. All right, we'll see you around, Coach.
Congratulations, Coach.
All right, Coach Kurt Schmidt on a big win here tonight. Way to go, man. Kurt Schmidt stopping by the post game after a big come-from-behind win over Marathon here tonight, 63-51. Stay with us. We've got more from Stratford High School after these messages.
Hey, truckers, you only have one chance to make a first impression, right?
90 seconds here, Ben, 90 seconds.
In fact, I-State Truck Center is Wisconsin's most complete heavy truck body shop. They have 16 certified technicians and support staff. From major collision repair to their 65-foot Garmat spray booth, they've got your entire body covered. You'll drive out of I-State Truck Center proud and ready to take on the world. I-State Truck Center, 1505 South Central Avenue in Marshfield or at istatetruck.com.
Why do people trust the all-new Courtesy Auto in Thor? It all starts with the Courtesy Lifetime Warranty. The Courtesy Auto Lifetime Warranty is included with every new and select used vehicle. So what's the catch? There isn't one. Simply do all the recommended maintenance and you're covered forever. If you have a breakdown, all repairs to powertrain components will be performed at no cost to you with no deductibles. Yes, no cost. All covered by the all-new Courtesy Auto in Thor. Online at drivecourtesyauto.com.
Partners Bank, better together.
It's not that we don't want to see your smiling face, just that we understand your busy schedule. Try our mobile banking app, which gives you access at your fingertips any time of the day or night. You've got us in the palm of your hands. Mobile banking from Partners Bank, member FDIC.
Better together.
Post-game stats brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services and supporting agriculture and rural communities. 23 for Dawson Danon, Todd. 21 of those in the second half here tonight. Really the difference down the stretch after halftime.
Yeah, that's one of the big advantages of being the top of the 1-3-1 because when there's a steal, you're the first guy running out, and you get a lot of points off of that. So that's huge. Tyler Ferngler, he got the benefit of that because he'd be on top of that zone way back when for Columbus, and he'd get a lot of easy ones off of that. So that really got him going once he made a few layups, and then, boy, the floodgates opened for him for scoring.
16 for Ben Barton, 11 in the first half, just 5 in the second half. But, it was all Dawson Danon by that point. But
and there wasn't
what happened?
Well, there wasn't many chances because they were getting